One afternoon, as the sun hung lazily in the sky, two monks, Shinji and Masato, sat quietly by a riverbank. A soft breeze rustled the leaves of the trees, and the water shimmered gently, reflecting the deep blue of the sky. As they sat in meditation, their attention was drawn to a fluttering flag atop a nearby temple. The flag rippled and waved with the wind, catching the light in its silken folds. Masato, the younger monk, spoke first. "Look at the flag," he said. "It is the flag that is moving." Shinji, the older and more experienced monk, opened his eyes, watching the same flag flutter in the breeze. "No, Masato," he said softly, "it is not the flag that moves. It is the wind that moves." The two monks sat in silence for a moment, contemplating the scene before them. Masato considered Shinji's response, but something about it didn't sit right with him. He turned again to the elder monk, his brow furrowed in thought. "But if it is the wind moving, Master, how can we know it without seeing the flag? It is the flag that shows us the movement." Shinji smiled but said nothing further, content to let his younger companion explore the question. As the minutes passed, the silence between them grew, each lost in his own thoughts, watching the flag ripple above the temple. Then, after a long pause, Shinji finally spoke again, his voice calm and measured. "Masato," he said, "it is not the flag that moves, nor the wind. It is your mind that moves." At first, Masato was puzzled. How could his mind be the one moving when he saw the flag and felt the breeze? He pondered this in silence as they sat by the river, watching the flag flutter in the wind. Slowly, however, the meaning began to unfold in his mind. He realized that everything he perceived, the flag, the wind, the river flowing beside them, was filtered through his own thoughts and awareness. His mind was constantly interpreting, assigning meaning to what he saw, deciding what moved and what didn't. The movement he perceived in the flag was shaped by his mind's interpretation of the scene. The more he reflected on it, the more he understood that his perception of the world was not fixed. Just as his mind was always in motion, so too was his understanding of reality. When his mind was calm and still, the world appeared peaceful. But when his thoughts were restless, everything around him seemed unsettled. In that moment of realization, Masato understood that the movement he perceived was not external, it was within him. The world, the flag, the wind, they were all there, but how he experienced them was shaped by his mind. He turned to Shinji with newfound clarity. "I see now, Master. It is my mind that shapes what I perceive." Shinji nodded, his serene expression unchanged. "Yes, Masato. When the mind is still, the world is still. When the mind moves, the world seems to move. Remember this, our perception of reality is not as it appears but as our mind shapes it." The two monks sat quietly again, watching the flag flutter in the breeze, but now, the movement of the flag held a deeper meaning for Masato. He knew that while the flag and the wind moved in their own way, his mind, ever changing, was the true source of his perception. From that day forward, Masato practiced quieting his mind, knowing that peace within would bring peace to the world around him. He understood that his perception of reality was shaped by the state of his thoughts, and with this knowledge, he sought to cultivate a mind that was clear, calm, and still. And so, the story of moving mind became a lesson about perception, reminding the monks that how we see the world depends on the state of our own mind, for the mind is always moving, shaping the reality we experience.